Hey guys, Hero here. Hey, I'm going to be giving you a budget Dell OptiPlex build for December 2021. As time goes on, these Dell OptiPlex builds are starting to get less and less, they don't make as much sense anymore. With Ryzen's APUs getting much better, but this is for something who needs something like absolutely right now with a really tight budget, such as only $300. And $300, if you go to like a system, integrator or something OEM, you're gonna get like trash in there. So I'm gonna help you out. So we're gonna start out with the heart and soul of this build, the Dell OptiPlex. Here's the 3020. Make sure it's the mini tower version with an i5. This one has the 4th gen it, and this specific one from this seller already has 8 gigs of RAM, and I've checked, it's 2 sticks, and 2 sticks is always better than, a single stick of RAM. Like, even if it might be a lower capacity, 2 sticks will run faster. Usually, in general. And, it comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Not too much, but it already has Windows 10 installed, so that takes out the hassle for some people. Alright, but that together already has multiple things in it. You got the CPU, RAM, and the hard drive. Now, we're going to be putting a EVGA 500 bronze certified. 400 watts is usually good, and you could keep this for future upgrades, keep this for future builds, and it's EVGA. Always get a power supply from a trusted provider. EVGA, Corsair, even I even like Thermaltake, but that's like your third option. But EVGA and Corsair are usually your first ones to go to, and at $30 we're all good. I forgot to mention, $100. This is why people still get, OptiPlex builds. That's a good start. We're only at like $130 for our build. And, and since Dell OptiPlexes have, a proprietary power supply, and you want to use a, aftermarket power supply like the EVGA, that one you just looked at, we want to get the 8-pin to 24-pin, adapter. So we could actually use the power supply, because on Dell OptiPlex motherboards, you can't just use it like this. And, alright. So, we know the graphics card market is absolutely terrible at the moment. Like, it is like, you're gonna find garbage for like anything 150. But if you look closely, the savior of this mining crisis will be the AMD Radeon R970. You could find a lot of these, usually the 2 gigabyte variants, around $150. So like 2 gigabytes don't sound too much, but this is going to be like a budget esports, esports gaming machine, daily tasks, that's fine. And just remember, you gotta keep your expectations low when you've got a budget like this. If you got a budget that's like peanuts, you can't be choosers if you want a dedicated graphics card. And if you're not going, the Ryzen APU route. But with remember, the R9 270s, or just Radeon R9 cards in general, they've aged pretty well compared to their NVIDIA counterparts. So just keep in mind, I've been looking through them, like you can find them from, like, for example, 120 to like 150. You try to look for the 4 gigabyte if you can. And just those components together, it rounds up to 263 USD, less than our 300 target. Now, I want to talk about, how how to give this a little more life. For 45 more bucks, we get a case. And this Montech Flyer Black is a decent case. It's a mid-tower. And what I like about it is, for its price, you get literally a side panel, a clear side panel. You don't know what it is. It could be plastic, glass, whatever. But you know, I was looking for it to have a shroud. So, you know, it helps clean up, you know, if you don't know how to do, what's it called, cable management that well, the shroud will help you have a tidier look to your PC. And just for 45 bucks, you get a decent looking case. It has everything, you know, has a lot of things that you could just put. Has plenty of space for multiple SSDs. And, you know, speaking of SSDs, like any $20 120 gigabyte SSD will work for your needs, because at this price point, it might not have DRAM, but it will still be, on most cases, usually and in general, faster than that old metal clunky hard drive. Like, and you know, that hard drive will be used that came with the OptiPlex will usually just use it for mass storage. It might be 500 gigabytes, but you know, for that price point, it's good. It's for 100 bucks, yeah. And if you're not too sure about performance, always cross-reference, you know, videos. Like, search up your graphics card and CPU. For example, I put in the i5-2400 because that's much more common people test. And actually, that is lower than what you get in this Dell OptiPlex. You get the 4570, which is, you know, a few generations up, like one or two. But meaning, if the R970 works well with the i5-2400, you're going to get a little bit more performance than most of these videos will show you. And you just don't want to look at one video. You want to look at multiple videos so you can cross-reference. It's like, if, for example, some people lie what's in their videos, like, it'll show much more better results than what it actually is. So you gotta go look through multiple videos and make sure things, you know, look good for multiple results. Always cross-reference. Like when you're doing shopping, you cross-reference, can I get it cheaper here, more there, or other reviews, etc, etc. Anyway, with the plus the SSD and case, we are bumped to $328. Not too bad. Now, you could bump it up to $350 to get a few more, you know, things. Switch out $350, $400, but you know, with all this, it's $328. So, if you got that tight of budget, this is what I recommend you for now. Hopefully, you know, the market gets better, but god damn those miners. Alright, thank you very much.